Now, I didn't want to make this video, tell you the truth. Okay, I really didn't. I was initially planning on making one last video on Stephanie Bree, giving her one last big fat fucking middle finger. Just in case she does copyright strike my channel to the ground. But I've decided I have to put that on hold because I really do want to talk about Nick Rekeita. And the sympathy circle jerk that has just been pouring out towards him these past couple of days ever since he started his implosion, really. Now, for those who are out of the loop, may not be familiar with Mr. Rekeita and everything that's been going on recently, to narrow it down, he's an internet lawyer that has just successfully managed to destroy his internet career in the span of a couple of days to over a week now. He's gotten drunk, high on cocaine, masturbated on a live stream, and recently got arrested for drug possession, possession of firearms, and a whole litany of other things that Mr. Rekeita has been charged with there. There's been a lot of people that have already talked about this ad nauseum, people that have done a way better job than me, really, when it comes to explaining to it. But I just want to talk about the people that have decided that they're gonna go, oh, poor Nick Rekeita, he's such a good little boy, let's feel sorry for him. There, in particular, a certain hat merchant who just spent the last 4 fucking hours just pointing and laughing at Nick's antics, and then at the last minute decides, ultimately I feel so sorry for the man. Oh, I feel so sorry for Nick. He had it all. He had it all. He could have been so fucking successful. He could have been the king of shit mountain. But now look at him. Oh, look at this poor innocent man who didn't do nothing. Oh, look at this poor innocent wayward man. He just made a couple of mistakes, but he's not a bad person. No, 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 no. He's a good little boy. Yeah, a good little boy. A good little boy. Who allowed fucking drugs, firearms, and random women to run around his fucking home while he's got kids inside the fucking place. Yeah. Real upstanding pillar of the fucking community there. Real upstanding pillar of the fucking community. That's Nicky Rackets for you. That's the person we all gotta feel bad for, according to the humble hat merchant, Mr. Medicare himself. Okay, sure, let's go with that. Jim's going on this fucking tirade about how Nick's just a nice guy, he just made a couple of mistakes. Okay, sure, yeah, this is a 40-something-year-old man here. And you're acting like he's just a fucking toddler who got caught stealing a candy bar from the grocery store. 40-year-old fucking man. 40-year-old fucking man with kids. Fucking coke addict. Ketamine addict. Guns lying around all over the place. Random women also snorting coke alongside with him. Again, with kids inside the fucking houses, and we're supposed to get on our knees and feel sorry for the son of a bitch. And the funny thing about all this is, Jim's not the first one who, felt sorry for our boy, Mr. Nicky there. He's not the first one to feel sorry for him. Because apparently, our girl, Miss Aiden Paladin herself, decided, you know what? I feel kind of sorry for the little fella. Let me try to reach out. Let me try to save Nicky before he overdoses on a live stream there. This was back in fucking February that she sent a long ass fucking message trying to convince Nick Rekeita to get some fucking help. Which, unsurprising, shocker, it didn't work. Mainly because I firmly believe that Nick Rekeita has completely forgotten who Aiden Paladin is, and I really can't say I blame him. I'm honestly inclined to believe that a good chunk of the sector has just completely forgotten who Aiden Paladin is. And the only people who really do remember Aiden Paladin is just previous boyfriends of Aiden Paladin and Aiden Paladin A-logs like myself. Which, given the track record of Aiden Paladin, can you really differentiate a difference between the two? I mean, come on. Come on there. But, no. Aiden Paladin really tried to save Mr. Nicky Rackets there. Because he's just such a nice fella, you know, allowing cocaine and ketamine and, you know, firearms just laying around his house while his kids run around and have to interact with various prostitutes and other men's wives in the home there. Yeah, so this whole little sympathy tour that we're supposed to put on for Nick Rekeita, that's bullshit. Everyone that's getting on their knees and feeling sorry for this dipshit, including Mr. Medeker, you can all get fucked. This is a 40-something-year-old man. This is not a child. No one forced Nick Rekeita to do cocaine. No one forced Nick Rekeita to overindulge in whiskeys. No one forced Nick Rekeita to do some fucking ketamine. No one forced Nick Rekeita to leave AR-15s and various firearms around the house while his children are there. No one forced Nick Rekeita to get himself into an open marriage and allow random women to fuck him at all hours of the night. Just live in the household in general. No one forced Nick Rekeita to do that. He did that on his own. And now with the talk that child endangerment and child abuse charges have been levied against his wife, given that recent discovery, I think the sympathy train for Nick Rekeita is slowly coming to a stop. I think it's safe to say that if the charges are real and if they do stick to not just Rekeita's wife but himself, yeah, Rekeita's more fucked than he already is, because the maximum sentence for Nick Rekeita for all of these charges is 25 years, and it really doesn't matter if he gets 25 years, 15, a decade, maybe even half a decade in prison. When he does get out, however long he's in prison for, when he does get out, it's over for him. Really. He's gonna have fucking nothing left. Okay? The kids, no doubt, are gonna be taken away. The house, there's no way he's gonna be able to really keep the house, I don't think. While he's in prison, he might just have to sell it off. No one's gonna want to hire him as a fucking lawyer. I mean, just think about it, you know? All clients really have to do is just do one little Google search on Nick Rekeita, and they're gonna find out, hey, holy shit, I don't want to hire this guy. This guy's a fucking cokehead. You know, this guy's an alcoholic. This guy's a fucking cokehead. He's allowing random women to walk around his house snorting coke with him while he's got kids in the fucking house. I don't want to fucking hire this guy. So his law offices are fucked. I don't know law office is really going to want to take him in as a partner or anything. So his lawyering career is already over. His e-career is down the fucking toilet, really. His fan base was already shrinking beforehand, but now it's definitely going to shrink even faster. So even when he does get out of prison, because I do believe he is going to be going to prison. For how long, I'm not entirely sure, but he is going to be going to prison. Not like he's going to have much of an internet career. And if, these charges about child neglect and child abuse are true, and if they do pin Nick with those charges as well as they are with his wife, he's certainly not welcome back in this little sphere of the internet. He's going to be fucked on that end. And it honestly wouldn't surprise me if by the end of all of this, his wife decides to divorce his ass as well. Because her life will be fucking ruined as a result of that. Her life, whatever ideas of normalcy that Mrs. Rekeita wanted at some point, that's going to be down the drain because Nick is a fucking idiot. And he's going to have to deal with that. And then he gets to experience what Mr. Vickers is going through right now. So, again, if you want to put on a little pity party for Nick Rekeita right now, best advice I can give you is don't. He does not deserve your sympathy. This is a 40-year-old man. He made his fucking bed. He gets to lie in it. And I do not feel sorry for Nick Rekeita at all, because again, this is a 40-year-old man. He made his fucking bed. He gets to lie in it. And now we just get to sit back, watch Nick cope, watch Nick say, oh, this is one big nothing burger, nothing to worry about, and watch as his life continues to get worse and worse and worse. And again, he has no one to blame for what just happened this past week on himself. It's not my fault, it's not Ethan Ralph's fault, not Dick Masterson's, or Medicare's, or PPP's, or anyone's fault. If Nick Rekeita really wants to see who's responsible for the destruction of his life and the coming ass fucking he's going to receive in the courts, well, all Nick Rekeita has to do is just stare at a mirror and he'll find the fucking culprit. And you know what? That's fine by me. I honestly do hope Nick spends the next decade or so in prison crying himself to sleep every night because he knows that deep down it's all his fault. He's the reason why he's in this situation to begin with. Now, he's certainly going to blame people. He's going to do everything that he can to make sure that he's not the one to blame, that it's going to be his wife's fault or this person's fault or that person's fault. But at the end of the day, there's one person to blame for all this, and that person's name is Nicholas Rekeita.